What is going on, guys? It's Lawton here. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to wheelie a mountain bike. Now, wheeling a mountain bike, it's different than wheeling other wheelie bikes because there's gears. Even though some wheelie bikes have gears, they're just different. They have suspension, the geometry is different. And one thing I will say is, when you know how to wheelie a mountain bike, it is really easy to bring it onto the trails because once you just know how to have really good balance on the back wheel on a mountain bike, it's just really easy to progress in trails. So on my James Portal, I prefer to wheelie in some of the lower gears. If you come over here, you can see that I'm in fourth gear, and I think for starters, this is a single. This is a 1x12. Some bikes have 3x 10. I don't even. There's a bunch of other stuff, but this is a 1x12, and so I like to have. I like to be in like third gear, second gear. If I'm going faster, then I'd shift up. But when you're starting, you want to be in a low gear, and you want to go really slow. So guys, the biggest thing when wheeling any bike in general, but definitely a mountain bike, if you come over here, you can see you want to have your crank, right when you're about to pedal down and pull up, you want your crank at about this angle right here. So right there, you have enough torque in order to get the front wheel up. And so the biggest thing is the timing. So you want to. A lot of people, I cannot tell you guys how many people I see just yanking up on the front wheel like this, trying to wheelie like that. That doesn't do anything. So the way you have to do it is you have to push down on the pedal while pulling up. It's really like, I don't know how to explain it. Your body just doesn't like it, and it just doesn't want to do it at first. But if you keep trying, like I'm telling you guys, it will click. But it is really frustrating at first. I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys. It really is. And so, what you want to do? I can do it. You want to be rolling at like a really slow speed like this, and you kind of want to start really slow and pedal like 1, 2, 3, and then pull up while pushing down the pedal. You want to make sure that your finger don't hit the brake. Your one finger is always over the brake, just hovering over, and it's just so you're ready to hit it just in case. So just pull up, even when you're just learning. Just get into that habit of keeping that finger over the brake, because once you progress a little bit more, you're gonna always need it. So to start, you guys want to pull it up, hit the back brake, it'll go down. Pull it up, hit the back brake. Learn how to use the back brake early on. It'll save you a lot of crashes. And so basically, what you're gonna want to do when you're going a little too far back, this is around balance point right here. But when you're going too far back like that, you tap that back brake like that, and that'll put you forward, and it'll save you, and you'll get used to it. One of those things where it's frustrating to learn at first, but you'll get used to it, and you guys will be wheeling in no time. So, like I said, this is a 1x12 drivetrain. A lot of bikes, have three gears or three rings in the front, and if you come over here, you can see. Some of you guys might have, a shifter on both sides. I have one just on one side. But if you have one on both sides, you should probably be in the middle ring and then be in second, third gear. Make sure if you do have, 3 rings in the front, that you're not in the hardest pedaling gear in the front and the easiest in the back. Your chain will bend that way. It will snap. I've seen it happen. But make sure you guys are in the middle gear for the front derailleur, and the low 3s, low 4s for the back. So, and you guys are probably wondering what I'm wearing here. This is the James Bikes new merch. You can go check it out on jamesbikes.com if you're interested. But yeah, it looks pretty sick. I like the color. Now, a lot of people like wheeling down hills on mountain bikes. You see it in the UK, you see it everywhere. Mountain bikes are big over there for wheeling on the street. But for wheeling higher speeds, you're going to want to be in a higher gear. You can either do one of two things. You can, start in a high gear like 6, and you can just kind of pedal and then pull up. Or you can start in third and shift in a wheelie while you're going. Now, the way you do that is, if you come over here, you can see I put my finger on the brake, my pointer finger, right? My brake's on the right side because I'm in the US. And so one finger here, and you use your thumb to shift. while you're wheeling. My thumb hits the shifter, and that's how you can modulate your gears while wheeling. So if you're coming down slower and it's getting a little too hard to pedal, just downshift. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to, go down a hill and, pull it up. I'll show you pulling up, in like a really high gear and starting in a low gear and shifting up. You want to use, depending on how heavy your bike is and, how strong you are, you're gonna want to either preload the suspension first, like that, and then pull up and use the spring back to, have you pull the front wheel up. Or if you time it really perfect, you won't have a problem. So if you time pushing down on the pedal at the same time you're pulling up, you will have no problem. But I'll show you guys what that looks like, and yeah, let's do it. Now, these wheelie bikes, all these companies, they're really just BMX bikes that are stretched out and on some big wheels. And, when you learn how to wheelie those, coming into mountain biking, it makes it so easy, when you come on the trails, because that balance of being on the back wheel makes just things so much easier to learn. I mean, I have a great example, Noah. You guys know Noah from my videos. He just bought a mountain bike, and you guys probably saw that video when he crashed at Wyndham Bike Park. He got that bike that week, and he was already riding a downhill park, and he cleared all the jumps, was very fast, and that's really all from the skill he's gained just from riding wheelie bikes for 2-3 years. And so you guys should definitely give mountain biking a try, because I'm telling you, people who ride wheelie bikes have a huge advantage on others starting mountain biking, because it is just, you have skill and balance. But yeah, with that said, the things you got to remember: make sure you're tapping that back brake when you go far back to make sure you don't fall, and make sure you time pushing down on the pedal at the same time you're pulling up. Remember that. That is the biggest thing you guys got to know: back brake and timing, and you'll be good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.